Man in Search of Immortality. Testimonials from the Hindu Scriptures. By Swami Nikhilananda. This book comprises 5 articles bearing on the immortality of the soul. The subtitle has been given with a purpose. The immortality of the soul, according to Hindu tradition, cannot be proved by the scientific method of reasoning. It is based upon scriptural evidence and also on the direct experience of enlightened souls. Physical sciences seek to explain the material universe through experimentation, observation, and verification. Naturally, this method cannot apply to the soul, which is not a material object. It is the immutable spirit in man, quite different from the body, sense organs, and the mind. The mind functions through such categories as time, space, and causation. It is finite and cannot comprehend the soul's immortal and infinite nature. But the finite mind, attached to the body and the world, can be purified by the practice of spiritual disciplines. Then it acts as a mirror in which the real soul is reflected. The mystics, through the practice of rigorous disciplines, actually experience the soul's complete separation from the changing physical complex. These mystics work, think, and die under the spell of immortality. The Vedas teach the immortality of the soul. But the scriptural evidence must be supported by reason and finally experienced in the depth of meditation. It is the experience that gives the final stamp. The scriptures record the experience of the enlightened seers who see the truth directly, as fruit lying in the palm of one's hand can be seen. This experience is not the monopoly of any particular seer, but the heritage of all, irrespective of time, place, and creed. The first article in this book was given as the Garvan Free Memorial Lecture in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, on October 7, 1964. I am indebted to the executors and trustees under the will of M.T. Garvan, deceased, for kindly giving me permission to reproduce the lecture here. The second article is based on the Katha Upanishad. The materials of the third article have been gathered from the Karika of the Mandukya Upanishad. The Karika by Gaurpad, who is the first philosopher to systematize the non-dualistic Vedanta, explains the text of the Upanishad. The major Upanishads speak of the self or Atman as the non-attached witness of the 3 states of waking, dream, and deep sleep. The fourth article, that thou art Tattvamsi, is one of the 4 great statements, Mahavakya, of the Ved, denoting the oneness of the individual soul and Brahman or pure spirit. The statement occurs in the Chandogya Upanishad. The fifth article, What is Man, is based on the doctrine of the 5 sheaths, koshas, described in the Taittiriya Upanishad. These sheaths, the gross physical sheath, the vital sheath, the sheath of the mind, the sheath of intellect, and the sheath of bliss arranged in layers, hide the soul, as the scabbard hides the sword. When one cultivates non-attachment to the sheaths, which are impermanent, one experiences the immortal nature of the soul. In the appendix, I have given important quotations from Srimad Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishads regarding the immortality of the soul. James Halzett, Joseph Campbell, and Alexander Hickson Jr. have kindly revised the manuscript. It is a pleasure to express to them my sincere gratitude. New York, December 8, 1966. In the words of Swami Nikhilananda,